Hello everyone, this is Michi Hoyer from Avid Chronic Racing, and today we are going to have a little bit of fun with RaceRoom racing experience for the second time. It's a sim that's being considerably pushed lately, so a lot of events taking place there. It has already been featured by Sim Racing Expo, I think in 2014 and 15. Before they swapped to iRacing for the past 2 years. But still there's the RaceRoom Racing Experience Cafe, so yeah, a lot of events held at the Nürburgring in terms of sim racing being carried out on this simulator here. So we just give it another shot today, since I haven't really played a lot with it. So we're looking for some fun races tonight. Going on with a silhouette, currently loading into the game. There's some qualification going on, and I hope that I somehow be simply able to, and that's good because the game doesn't recognize my wheel, which is not the best thing, to be fair. So we look if the wheel, no, the wheel is not being detected at all. So what I'm going to do is first of all restart the game after shortly recalibrating my G25. No technical issues, standard procedure here. Like, not really, but I mean, it's racing, so in real life your engine could not start, or your electronics fail, or whatever. And in my case it's the equipment that fails. So let's see if this works better now. Before we enter any lobby, we better check whether the game is detecting my wheel right now. So bear with me a little bit. So we go settings. That's quite interesting. Because the game is actually still not detecting my my G25. But I can't see any reason why this should not work. Well, we maybe have to see whether it works if I put it on a different USB. So that's me being away for a split second again. A different USB port now being used. And we have a look into the game controllers. It's not on there. Oh, that's a great start towards all that things, because just 15 minutes ago I was still racing with it, and there it apparently worked perfectly. So let's see. So my computer is definitely detecting it. So we have a look whether RaceRoom Racing Experience now wants to support the wheel as well. And after that we probably have to find a lobby with some content installed I already have. So we can finally do some fun racing. I'm not too much of a fan of online lobby racing because sometimes the guys really drive like they don't care at all. But from time to time, this is a fun thing to do. Right, so this time it works. Happily. PCs are weird things sometimes. So if we can make it, we have a chance to... nope. So those are in race already. Let's see if I can race with them. Hey Christos, nice to meet you. Hope you're enjoying some fun racing today in a P1 car now. Just entering an open lobby. And wait for the game to load. Having a little sniff of coffee. So let's see, 52 seconds, that's probably not enough to qualify. So it definitely looks like we have to start from back of grid. Oops, I didn't know that there is a right-hand turn. We give way for people still being on a lap. Another right-hander up a hill. And I think this is final corner then here ahead. Which you can take considerably fast. But as it stands, we cannot do a lap whatsoever. And it's interesting that you guys say it to me with the game capture freezing thing. That's a bit annoying sometimes. I'm not sure. Oh yeah. Actually, it's not going to work or something. Oh, it does. Alright, we can do some little things to the set. Warm up for the race. That was the wrong button. Looking at the setup a little bit, carrying way too much fuel. The race actually will be 15 minutes. So we probably need about fuel for 10 laps or something. Gonna make it take it 15 laps or 30 liters, which is fine. And we just do some little bit of track acclimatization. Thanks. Whoops. Holy crap. Some of these corners are really narrow. Whoa. Because exactly that can happen every time. There's someone behind the corner, just waiting for you to come. As we overtake a car there on the inside. And we miss this corner again. Take it between the barriers. So we just keep it safe. That's the thing about online lobbies sometimes. Some people are experienced, some definitely aren't. I had to go with the circuit with that car last time around, and it felt a lot grippier, to be fair. Another spin ahead. I can see slow cars on the right. Gonna be interesting with that multi-class racing. And there we go. So I have no launch control. So I just have to start it with the clutch and see if that somehow works. What's nice about the game though, or the sim, is that it has some licensed content like the DTM, the Panasonic and Sky News ads, all the stuff you can see with licensed content, which is nice. So race is about to begin, 15-minute race. Yeah, online lobbies from last to P3 in a second, and there was a front wing wherever that came from. Now trying to get temperatures into the tires and hunt the top 2 there. They look like battling very hard. There was even a little bit of contact as we join the back of the car ahead. Let's see if we can make a move onto the pit straight. No, because we're way too patient. Oh dear. So I didn't even lose a position because someone from the back that overtook me simply overtook me by, well, me being stationary, but the other guy that spun in front I luckily could get. See if we can take him around the outside. Not really. Whoa. If you lose this car, it's done. Harley, you're quite right. The sound of this sim is, I think, one of the best, if not the best, currently around there. This front wing there is irritating me quite badly. So those P1 cars have incredibly amount of grip, but once you simply lost it, then you simply spin around. I think there's you will have a hard time doing corrections and all that stuff. So back marker ahead. That won't give us a position. I think it's even a P2 car. Really? Yeah, Patrick, I know I should do a lot more practice on such stuff, but you know, every now and then joining into that series is nice though too. So someone spun at the front. $10 gap to the P2 guy. I'm gonna be highly interested whether I can somehow make that up a bit. Which obviously needs me to stop crashing. And getting corner apex is a little bit better than I do currently. Oh, the car becomes so light and does not turn at all. So, the guy ahead has made some mistakes as well. So we're back into a 2.5 seconds gap. There he is. He's going defensive. So we do a switch back and take him on the exit. which has worked fairly nicely for us. I was a little bit too optimistic. So second, 20 seconds to the leader, with 8.5 minutes to go. Let's see if we can do something. Yeah, I think the physics aren't really great, but a car I can really propose is the DTM car. This has so much amount of grip you can't even imagine, and the sound of the DTM car in that game is fairly nice. Gap to the leader, 16 seconds. Shouldn't look that much about gaps, but how about looking at the racetrack? Fourteen and a half seconds. No. Yeah, I mean, I should not go off the racetrack anymore now. Yeah, what's in Eric and Crystal saying is, oh, for God's sake. Definitely right. I mean, if you want to have a lot of fun or some fun, you go for RaceRoom. That's very, as you can see, I just joined the game, looked for a lobby, and there were 15 people on it. You could argue, obviously, that the fairness or the level of competition is only, let me say, a little bit limited. But I mean, driving around this track and driving around in this car definitely is fun. Four and a half minutes. I would love to fight that guy at the front so badly. Yeah, I heard something of that too. However, I did not know about results or the format in total. Because yet I do not consider RaceRoom experience to be one of the sims to really race on. However, it got some really huge community. That's something that needs to be considered while saying this. And for some reason I got into the lead, and I'm not sure whether the front car was the guy that was penalized, or whether he's simply disconnected. So we got a 35-second lead towards Baltic, and we've just posted in the fastest lap time of the race, and we crashed. So we tried to take it a little bit more easy on those tires and give it another go for a fast lap. And Eric, I think the DTM is already on that sim. I mean, there was the DTM esports series, which was held on RaceRoom Racing Experience, and this was, I don't want to say it was really nice, because there was a lot of contact racing going on, and that's something I do not really favor. Of course, running in a GT car or in a or something like that, contact is something you can deal with. And slight nudging and slight pushing is something I could live with as well. But those guys like really dive bombed each other and blocked each other by heavily closing doors and something. So yeah, that's nothing I want to see on a high level of competition. Because I think you learn it while karting that motorsports is a sport without any contact whatsoever, in theory. Which there clearly that wasn't the case. Which I don't want to say it's a shame, but yeah, it's a little bit of conspiracy, if you want to say it like this. It's controversial a little bit, but yeah. That's how things were. Let's see if they, whoa, that was close. Change the ruling or something. Or change the format a little bit in order to reduce such activities going on. As we got a little bit more familiar with the track now, being minus by a couple of tenths in the final lap. Two and a half tenths minus still. Final corner of the race. Nice curving there. Getting another fastest lap of the race towards the end and winning this open lobby fun race. So yeah, that was a little bit of fun. However, I would love to have some more racing going on a little bit. So I will just leave this lobby and see for something else. Because I have a DTM board, I will look at DTM competitions. That one is sadly with a password protection, and on the other ones are quite dead. So what else do we have? This was the race we were just in. Hill climb icons. So we just see what we can find here. And I need to buy all these cars. Looks like a Mercedes, so I'd like it. Interesting guests on my stream here. Like a very much FSR guys and team manager of VB Motorsports, Mike Pittman. Thanks joining here. Have some fun watching. I definitely gonna have some fun now doing this. It was some kind of DTM car I just bought or picked, whatever. Would be interesting, Harley. If you have RaceRoom experience, just join me on this channel. Sadly, I haven't looked up what kind of server name that was now, but this one is probably be raceable in cockpit view. So. Apart from the fact that I do not have any mirrors, I prefer this a lot more. The wheel movement is a bit odd though. Whoa. Despite this car being a lot slower in general, it's a lot more loosey. Server rules are set to get real, so that means I think full, let me call it reality mode enabled. I probably need to fix the wheel rotation on the setup menu, but for now I'm just trying to pull in a clean lap. Oh, but this car is so loosey in the back, holy moly. Yeah, it's a fun fact, Harley, what you say about the money. Basically it got the same retailing system like iRacing has, so just a little less expensive, let's say it this way, if you just pick one car and not many liveries. So currently leaders got 124 something, and good god, I'm 2.5 seconds off pace. So this time I'll probably get humiliated. So Mike, what you think about iRacing, since you can see your argument already? well, you can ride and argue while listening to the car. That's pretty much all right, I think. That's a bit better. Looking at the set, there's nothing you can, well, rip me then. So it's a fixed setup thing here. Definitely gonna be interesting now. It's interesting you say it, Eric, because meanwhile I'm trying to grow my license a little bit, and you have maybe seen one of my iRacing streams. Maybe I do some other racing today, since for the rest of the week FSR is going on, and yeah, I would welcome you to watch the stream as well. So this was already the end of the qualifying, and now we're going into the race already, starting 6th in a fairly big grid, I have to say. That's only going to be interesting. You can't really have trust in others on iRacing. There was a guy we were going straight and he came over and over and over and he just pushed me off, and it gave me a 4 instance for making contact. So yeah, hashtag iRacing, I think. Sounds like Formula 1 though. Whoa! Oh, for God's sake! Alright, P9. Got some fun ahead. Mother of God, you won't ever be able to stay. Yeah. Thanks for giving me a push. I don't really need at the minute. Are you actually kidding me? This is full mayhem, man. Holy shit. Alright, P13. Yeah, I saw that coming. That was good as well. Right, this is not about racing, this is about avoiding. There was some game called, or it still exists, a Life for Speed. And I used to have some racing on that with a friend of mine. And there was some crash servers where people were like only on for crashing, and they were named that way. And the most fun was to simply avoid the guys wanting to crash you. And if you managed to avoid them for like 3 or 4 or 5 times, there was always some kind of private war going on. So the leader's already at the finish line. Oh no, that's other cars just crossing the line there. Would love to know where the leader is though. There's the leader on the pit straight already. Like a 40-second gap. 12-minute race. And you have to do a pit stop, really. Alright, it gave me a penalty for passing with contact or something. So I had like 20 seconds to give back the position. I'm happy FSR is nothing like that. So P9 up ahead. Currently running in P10. This car is a beast though, it's very difficult to control. And that was only partly helpful. Alright, you can't do any switchbacks with those cars. That's good to know. I just have no thrust into this car whatsoever. But being on it for the first time, I think I'm not doing too bad of a job. Back into P10 now. Seems like there's no damage. And probably that got a reason for this. Maybe it's only visual, I don't know yet. So people going for pit stops, so I will do as well. Looks like we might gain some positions for people speeding. That's a good comment at the top. Nice extending. Where's my pit? Ah. Yeah, you don't want to be on a server like that with damage being on. All right. It's gonna end in tears. Yep, it does. So the car ahead is a real position fight, I think. All those extends though. Oops. It's a fun fact that you... sorry. That you check your mirrors while braking for turn 1 for lappers or someone that just wants to crash. That you check your mirrors for that. So will we be able to stick with that 10th position? So many penalties given, we actually need to lead. And the leaders just didn't pit. Good stuff. That was close with being hit. It's interesting how much people spin with that car. Like, actually, yes, it's possible to spin it. Let's try to build some pressure. Yeah, but the guy in head seems to know what he's doing there. Whoop! Nah. Okay. P8 currently. Hunting 7th place. For some guys you actually never know whether they want to crash or not. As I got some enemies sitting in behind. Seventh place. Can we survive the final lap though? Looks good to me so far. I think nothing we can do about the front. No brakes. Oh. It's really interesting, sometimes you go over the hill and you're absolutely flying blind. Like you have no clue where to go, where you go. Yet another lap. Looks like the leaders were over the line before the clocks went 0. Oh, that's gonna be sportive to do that. Come to the finish line in the time going down there. P6 meanwhile. .31 seconds to make it to the line. Oh, that's gonna be a real challenge. .15. Oh, no way I'm gonna make that. .4. This is the only thing I do not really understand. Like, look at the results. Yeah, but anyway, bit fun that was, and I think we can look for a final lobby to join, have some fun. Hopefully some more fun rather than just crashing. This turn 1 thing was completely mayhem. Like, I went there and I was okay, don't touch anyone, and suddenly like 4, 5 or 6 cars past me flying. Oh. So there's 5 minutes practice. I see for something else, just in case there's something that would suit me even better. And I think I'm gonna join this one. German Post. That's a good car, I think. Right. Let's have a final race here before we go on to something else. Hope you guys enjoy all that stuff. Yeah, Christos, I got this GT3 pack with the 5 cars involved. I mean, it's not very expensive, like getting 5 cars for 15 euros or something, so I definitely went for it, which is quite good. Those cars literally feel very nice, I have to say. Again, you can't do anything on the setup. Those, the wheel though is wrong. Fuck. Cape, thanks. So we have some fun in this. I think it's a DTM car, not an official one, but alright, people have 300 ping. Interesting. I repeat, 400 ping. Oh, there's a real turbo working in that car. Braking distance is incredibly long for those cars. Holy moly. This time we go around the tighter chicane. Really? Purple? Well, there is. I think I'm driving a Honda F1 engine. No power. Even no grip. Going purple with that. Really? But I can't make it to the line. I think qualifying exactly ends as soon as the clock hits 0. Oh, this is gonna be so close. 3 seconds. Is it really only 3 cars? Can you actually accelerate the car in 6th? Oh. That's full throttle, by the way. Like, full throttle. That can't be a race car. And suddenly then the turbo kicks in or something. Alright. So there are quite a few people. So I know definitely what's going to come. Probably. Let me say it this way. Place your bets for me not being taken out turn 1. Any bids? Right. I probably should have asked any bids for me getting a good start. Okay, this time around probably I took someone out. And we got fun racing enabled. P9 trying to get our way to the front. People have incredibly high ping though. And this is a fixed setup and this car does not turn at all. How do people spin it? That's incredible. Whoa. How can you race FSR then with a low ping? You got an exceptional permit by Chris Cobb. Oh, you need to so run this car on a high RPM, it's ridiculous. Ah, sorry, your ping might be better than, yeah. don't take my question too serious then. Yes, I know I'm off track. I'm pushing like an animal. People probably lose it on the braking. As we're heading for P3, that is already. What happened to the other guys there? I want to make it on the podium for that race, that's for sure. No pressure is on, 1 minute 20. Can we even do it? I'm not sure whether I want to... no. To make a move. Yeah, I completely lost it while braking this time. Now it looks like me being a bad driver. The art of this car is that... Whoa, it just flipped over there. It's definitely to run it with high RPMs on the exit. That's the only way you got some power into the car. The understeer is massive though. People were doing a 1:23 as a peak lap time. I'm so far off that. But at least I finished, and I finished on the podium, incredibly. Those cars are fun to drive though, a bit. Anyway, this was racing here on RaceRoom Experience. And I said it last time around, I need to change that picture. Yeah. Well, as I said, this was racing on RaceRoom Experience. I'm gonna do another stream later on that day, probably. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, either F1 story or either iRacing. I'm gonna announce it soon. Now this is interesting. That's the can I join this? Please let me join. No. like going for another race in here. Need to see. Maybe if I do know the track, I'm gonna do a last race and then decide what my plan for the next stream's gonna be. Since it's quite late already. What I'm just reading on my chat there. Yeah, Harley, about this netcode thing, you're probably just about right. So training is done on that circuit. And here it is Algarve-Küste. Okay, 10 minutes race. On a quite fun car, I have to say. So different types of cars racing now. That's gonna be fun as well. As this stream was called Fun Racing anyway. Or Fun Races. Yeah, of course I spin in the end. It was obvious, wasn't it? I haven't raced this track for so long time. But the braking on this car is very interesting. Give me some space, please. Thank you very much. And this is basically a never-ending right-hander, despite the fact there's a little straight in between. Hey Martin. You meanwhile have this game? The competition? As I think I'm gonna end it at this point, since this session is not really moving on, and I'm gonna probably be live later on again. Thanks for watching for now, and have a great evening so